What if I told you that there's a retirement milestone more important than your total net worth? It's called the crossover point, and it could be the most overlooked financial indicator for retirees. I'm Cary, financial advisor and co-founder of Green Era Financial, and I help people close to or in retirement to get the most out of life with their money. And in this video, I want to introduce you to the concept of the retirement crossover point, what it is, why it matters, and how it can give you more clarity and confidence than any dollar figure ever could. When people think about retirement readiness, the conversation almost always revolves around one big question: do I have enough saved? That question usually leads people to focus on their net worth. Maybe it's $1 million, maybe it's $500,000, maybe it's more. But here's the issue: net worth by itself doesn't pay the bills. Let's say you've got $1.2 million saved, but your lifestyle costs $120,000 a year. Is that enough? Well, maybe not. It depends on how much income your savings and other sources can reliably generate. That's where the crossover point comes in. The crossover point is the moment when your stable, predictable income sources, like Social Security, pensions, or annuity payments, combined with your sustainable portfolio withdrawals, meet or exceed your actual living expenses. It's basically the point where your income crosses over your expenses, and it's one of the most important milestones in retirement planning. Because once you've reached that point, you're not just retired in name, you're financially independent in practice. The crossover point gives you permission to stop worrying about how much is enough and start focusing on how do I want to live. It puts you in a position of strength because you know your income covers your lifestyle. This is especially powerful for people who have anxiety about spending down their retirement savings. If you've always been a saver, it can feel uncomfortable to start withdrawing from your accounts. But when you know you've hit that crossover point, when your income strategy supports your real life expenses, you gain the peace of mind to actually enjoy the money you've worked so hard to save. So how do you know if you're there? It starts by knowing two key numbers: how much you spend and how much income you can reliably generate. You need a clear view of your monthly and annual expenses, including essentials like housing, food, and healthcare, and the discretionary things like travel and hobbies and your Netflix subscription. Then you line that up against your fixed income sources like Social Security or pensions and figure out how much additional income you need to generate from your retirement savings. So let's say your expenses are $7,000 per month. If Social Security covers $4,000 of that, then your portfolio needs to generate the other $3,000. Can it do that safely? Well, that's where your withdrawal strategy comes into play. The crossover point isn't a one-time calculation. It's a system that you monitor over time. Market fluctuations, healthcare changes, and life events can shift both your income and your expenses. But once you've built a strategy that works, something like a flexible withdrawal plan, tax-smart distributions, and a good handle on your budget, you can adjust as needed and stay above the line. For example, one client I work with reached that crossover point the year they turned 66. They had about $3,500 a month from Social Security and pension income, and another $6,000 a month from portfolio withdrawals. Their expenses were about $9,000 a month, and it's been that way for 3 years now. So they sleep great at night because they know their lifestyle is supported by a sustainable income strategy. So here's the bottom line. Your net worth might look good on paper, but the real question is, can it generate enough income to support the life you want? That's what the crossover point tells you. It's a moment of clarity and a huge source of peace of mind. So if you want help calculating your crossover point and building a retirement income plan that's designed to keep you there, feel free to reach out to me anytime. I'm always happy to help if I can. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.